Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe OMI daCat update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, especially that super thanks button down below. This is going to really be more daCat than anything. But since I said VeVe and OMI, I might as well go over that a little bit. I am going to get some more this week. By the end of the week, I should have, as long as the price stays down here, maybe up to 285, 290 million, give or take. I did make not really an announcement. I did make a statement in my last live saying that if by Christmas, if we're still at like 00035 and below, and DEVVE is at like $2, I'll try to get it to $500 million. If we're still down here and DEVVE's up to like $20, I will get $1 billion. What are the odds of that happening? Probably not great. I think that OMI does go up at some point. When does that empty narrative pump? We have no idea. But that's just kind of some loose plans for the future, contingent on what happens with both DEVVE and OMI. I'll do another video on DEVVE later this week. Anyway, why I said daCat in this is because New York Comic Con's finally over. And daCat will be at New York Comic Con 2026. I would love to share a booth with VeVe. I think that would be great. We would be able to go in and split some of those costs. If they want to, a couple of daCat comics should be out on VeVe at that time, whether it's a couple of the main series or you have stuff from, Space Penguins, Nike the Pig, DigiJoints, what have you. There'll be a couple of things. I think it'll be great. But I want to know from you guys what you guys might want. I was at New York Comic Con had some meetings for daCat, many of which had worked with VeVe in the past before. Like to do a little fusion ha with them. Comment down below if you get the reference. I do want to let you guys know that daCat will come into a decent amount of money over the next 6 to 8 months. This is not, I know I'm like kind of the face of it, and I guess very few other people get tattoos of their IP or their project on themselves, but I need to let people know that I'm serious. Anyway, speaking of tattoos, David liked my VeVe tattoo. It's back over there. Both David and Dan really liked it. They both got pictures. Maybe they'll put it in meetings. Maybe they'll post it on websites. I don't know, but I'm very happy with what we've done here. And again, it's not just me at daCat. I'm one of several people that's really helping working on the project. And one of the things that we'll have is we'll have a 7-figure budget. It might just be for the anime. It might be, these are going to do really well on VeVe. I did just read a couple of the Addiction comics. I just bought them and read a few of those. Those are fun reads. If you like the Addiction comic, you might like daCat. It's a lot longer. There's a lot more characters, a lot more going on. Whereas the Addiction comics are to the point and simple. Okay, there's Nikki Tino. There's these, she has these powers and she has this fiance, and then in book 2 you have other things and that's really, and I really like the character Nikki Tino. I would love a crossover with them at some point. But I'm just trying to get a couple of the other projects and comic books that are on VeVe, and I just kind of want to get a feel for them to see what you guys might like, how you guys might like it presented. There will be giveaways. There'll be a ton of utility. Speaking of giveaways, if by DesignerCon Las Vegas I am able to lose, if I'm able to lose a couple pounds, I was at 195. If I get under 190, I will be giving away a pair of the Nounish glasses. And how do I open this freaking thing? Okay, there we go. You see them in here. They're really awesome. They also come with some little QR code, and I'm not sure, I don't want to show that right now in case people scan it. And if I'm able to lose that weight, I will also be giving away a Darth Vader. Not this one. This one is mine. This is a tier 3. I'll give away a tier 1 Darth Vader. Again, this is a tier 3. This one is mine. It's one of 500. But I will give away a tier 1 Darth Vader, which is a one of 3,450 of them. Worth like $70. So I just want to let you guys know what you'll be getting if I do that. If I cannot lose the weight by then I'll be giving away 1 million OMI. So and I think 1 million OMI might be worth a little bit more at that time, because again, we have a little bit of a recovery going here. And I'm gonna try to buy some OMI in the next 48 to 72 hours. So most likely it's gonna go up before then. Where it goes afterwards, we don't know. Anyway, that's for the OMI talk. Give me one sec. Again, the goal is now. I mean, if I can get 300 million, I will. But I think right now it'll just be 285, 290, and then if I can get to 300 by DesignerCon, whatever, I will. And if DEVVE goes up to those and it doesn't have to be DEVVE. It could be Definity, it could be daCat, it could be a big sale on other things, and then I get up to 500 million. I think that's realistic. I think DEVVE does go higher towards the end of the year. Anytime sooner, we'll have to wait and see. Take that wait and see approach. But for OMI, I don't know. It's possible that it starts to run very soon. And I'll tell you guys this: if DEVVE is around like $20, well, OMI's still at these prices, 00035, whatever. I'll start the bull run myself. I'll go in and I'll TWAP the heck out of it with a bunch of whales, and the volume's already big. The volume, looking at over here, not on the coin market cap, but if you look at CoinGecko, and this is with bots and stuff too, but so maybe half this volume. You have 4.8 million volume just on DeepCoin. I don't know how much of that is bots. We have 8.6 million in volume. I'm not going to say that we're going to like double that volume, but we'll go very hard, and there'll be some spikes, and some people might sell on those spikes. That might cause a cascading event where you have this squeeze and you have this market melt up. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You also have a lot of arbitrage with the token. Like there was a Miles Morales recently that was just bought. The guy listed it for like 30 million OMI, which at 00034, whatever we were at, it was about 10 grand. Okay, that makes sense. That's around the same price that is on VeVe. And we've had sales above that, but when OMI took a giant dip, it took that like 40% haircut, and he didn't change the price. Suddenly, somebody got that secret rare Miles Morales for 6K. And that's going to happen. You're going to have people that are going to, I'll put it for this price. And the price goes down. Get it. The opposite could happen where you put it at a price and the price goes way up, and like, oh, okay, if I want to sell this piece, or if I want to whatever, now it's worth more. So there's going to be that, going back and forth. And now, not that you'll never be able to sell your stuff for gems, you can, of course, but November 19th, a cash out's not going to be needed, and I don't think KYC is going to be needed. And once KYC isn't needed, I think you get an insane amount of new users. We've already had 300 new users the last 3 weeks. So this is something I'm very confident in. And this is just the near future. Will we have some prices go down just because people are worried about cash out? Sure, but that'll be short-lived. There'll be a lot more buying pressure, I think, both on the collectibles because of the new users and on the OMI token. And again, if you're going to want to cash out like for cash, you have to use the OMI token. So there's going to be a lot more usage and a lot more burns. I can't wait for it. Anyway, that's it for me today. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Let me know if you're going to stop by the daCat booth next year at New York Comic Con. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye.